Hi, today we are making 3 kinds of cheese with our fresh goat milk. We're starting out with Feta, and then with the leftover whey from that we're going to make Ricotta, and then with the leftover whey from that we're going to make a Norwegian cheese called Gjetost. And we're going to take you along with every step. And so right now we have the 2 gallons of milk right here. You can come over and see this, heating up for the Feta. And we're going to heat this up to 86 degrees. Then we're going to add the mesophilic culture and let it set for 1 hour. You say bye-bye, Michael?
Bye-bye.
You want to say bye-bye for now?
Bye-bye.
Okay, we'll see you later. Okay, so the milk heated up to 86 degrees, and now I sprinkled the culture on, and I'm letting it bloom on the top for 2 minutes, and then I will whisk it in and let it sit for 1 hour. Okay, so this has been sitting for an hour with the culture in it, and now we are going to stir the rennet in. This is the rennet in about half a cup of water.
Is it supposed to be chunky or something yet?
No, we have to let it set for another hour.
Okay.
And you can see it's already starting to coagulate, and we're just going to stir it in up and down motion to make sure that the rennet gets all the way through. Now we're going to put the lid on and let it sit for another hour. Okay, now we're ready to cut the curd. As you see here, you can see a layer of whey on the top, and then it's a curd. And so we're just going to slice that into 1-inch slices.
Is that feta cheese?
Not yet.
Is it chèvre?
Oh no, it's moving around the pot.
Oh no. Oh my.
You see how it's slicing?
Yeah.
Cutting milk.
Is this what's called chèvre?
I don't know. Whoa, Joseph, you okay?
I think he jumped. Whoa. Do I get to taste it on a cracker?
Not yet. And now we're going to slice it this way and kind of diagonally so that it goes all the way through.
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, now we are going to let this rest for 5 minutes. So we've let the curds sit for 10 minutes, and now we're going to stir them gently while we slowly heat them up to 90 degrees.
You don't have to stir them constantly?
Just slowly.
Slowly?
You kind of do.
Okay.
It'll take about 15 minutes. Great. Now it's time to drain the curds from the whey. So it's just so I don't make a big mess, I'm going to start by getting the curds out. Here.
That's a lot of curds.
Yeah. Hopefully we get 2 pounds of feta cheese out of this. From the things that I have seen, we should get about 2 pounds of feta cheese and maybe 1.5 cups to 2 cups of ricotta cheese, and then like 400 grams of the geitost. Okay, we'll bring you back to the next part. Okay, so now we tied the cheesecloth to this stick and made it so that it's not touching the bottom down here. We're going to let it drain for 30 minutes.
We MacGyvered it a little taller, so just use some things we had in the kitchen. The key is to make sure that the bottom is above the bottom of the pan so that it can drain itself.
And then this is the whey that we've gotten so far that we'll be making the ricotta and the Gjetost with.
And if you were a weightlifter, you could use this in your shake or whatever. Maybe. I don't know. They put powdered whey in stuff. Alright, maybe not.
If you look on Pinterest, there's lots of uses for whey, but we're going to make ricotta and Gjetost. And actually, I might add a cup or two of more of our fresh goat's milk to get a higher yield for the ricotta. Here we have the leftover whey from getting the curds out for the feta cheese. And as you can see, it's still pretty white, which means there's still a lot of milk protein in it. And I also added 2 cups of fresh milk, and I'm heating it to 195 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, we heated it up to 195 degrees, and as you can see, it's separated a little bit. And now we are going to add half a cup of vinegar. You can use either vinegar or lemon juice in this recipe, and this time I'm using vinegar. See, now you stir it up. You can see all the separation. Now I'm going to pour it through this cheesecloth colander.
I don't think this pot is going to be big enough to check all the way. I don't want to have a big whey explosion before we get to that point.
Okay. Here we have the ricotta, and then over here we have the leftover whey from that boiling down to make the geitost. We're going to boil this down by reduce it by 75%, and then we will whip it up and pour it into a mold and refrigerate it, and it will become a hard cheese. Here's the whey. It's been boiling for a couple hours now, and it's all the way down to there. It still has a little bit to go. It's not thickening up yet, so we will keep it on. Hopefully it's done before it's time to go to bed. So I boiled it down until it was about 1 inch high in the other pan, and then I blended it up for about a minute and added about 2/3 of a cup of heavy whipping cream. That's supposed to make it richer and sweeter. And now I moved it to a smaller pan, and I'm going to boil it down just a little bit more. Okay, here we have it. I think I'm going to leave it just like this because we want it more spreadable consistency, but you can boil it down more and then it'll be more like hard cheese that you can grate. This is all the whey that's left over from 2 gallons of milk that we made feta cheese and then ricotta cheese. And then we boiled this down and added 2/3 of a cup of cream. And we will have a taste test in the morning. I tasted it tonight, and it tastes pretty good, but Joe didn't want to try it tonight, so he'll have to try it tomorrow.